I love you, Sarah. I do. Don't get me wrong. But holy moly. That one caught me off guard because I didn't choose her the first time. I don't remember who I chose, but it certainly wasn't her. Jesus Christ. Shut up! Of all the things, no! Stop! Okay, our meeting in the Phoenix Wings cafeteria isn't until this afternoon, which means I've got plenty of time to figure out what we could do beforehand. Maybe it'd help to ask the others about what's on their mind, too. Yeah, sounds like a plan. I'm not saying she's not. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is we need to find Fee. I've gone the wrong way. Fee? Is that you? No, that's Laura. Do I have to talk to you? Yes, I do. Oh my god, that one caught me off guard. I am doing no such thing. Got 7 bonding points. I need to do, let's see. I need Fee, that's 1. Alyssa 2. Milliam 3. Sharon 4. Laura's 5. Emma 6. Okay, cool. I'd have enough. I can't do that! That's not up to me, that's up to Sarah! Oh my god, I'm still trying to get over what the fuck I just witnessed. Okay, so I've got about 6 other people I need to see. And then after that, I have to go to Gerald in the Echo Tavern to get a quest. Okay. So ow. Yeah, so they even call the next chapter intermission. So I have not actually been paying attention to this conversation with Laura and Rean. I have been looking at my guide to see what I have to do next and how far I should go before I should say stop, because I don't want to enact the next bit. But from what I'm getting, it seems like Laura is actually scared for her daddy and just didn't want to admit it, which honestly there's nothing to be ashamed of, quite frankly. Alright, that was one. There's the other one. So we need to talk to Fee, Alyssa, Milliam, Sharon, and Emma. Aw, what a cute doggy. How do you understand it, Fee? Military monsters? That's kind of concerning. You know, that is actually a good point. With the way Zeno and Leo act, you would think that the rest of the corporation would have tried to hold it together long enough for them to watch over Fee or something. Because she was just a little kid. I mean, not to say she's not now, but she was even littler. And the fact that they just up and left her just surprises me. They say, especially when you meet Zeno and Leo, they say, oh, it's so good to see you, and they treat her with so much like love and adoration, and yet they had no problem with leaving her behind. I know they must have their reasons, but at the end of the day, why would you just leave a little girl to fend for herself, even if she did have the proper training as a Jaeger? I never did understand that. That makes no sense to me. And nothing they say will ever possibly change that, because I can't sit here and pretend to understand why people find that necessary. Milliam, I did say her, right? Yeah. Rean, if she wasn't born, don't you think that would be, you know, slightly concerning? This is Milliam we are talking about. While this goes on, because you guys can read as I go on with this, and if you don't want to listen to me talk, by all means, mute. Just a little information of what's coming up next and why I'm doing the rest day now. The next bit is an intermission, and I don't quite remember how long it is, but that is basically the middle of the game. So we're already halfway through. It only gets better and far more interesting now that we've gotten all of our friends together and whatnot. But the next scene we're about to see, I would argue, is one of the biggest and coolest scenes in Cold Steel 2. There's 1, 2, maybe 3 other scenes that soon follow suit. And those of you who have played this game or watch it, I'm pretty sure you know exactly which scenes I'm speaking of. And if you do, I would request you do not say anything. Keep spoilers to yourself, please. Thank you. But as it stands, there are 4 total scenes that I can think of that really do this game a lot of favors. And I think they solidified why I like certain characters. But as it stands, the reason why I'm doing this now is because it is an intermission, and the thing is that I don't remember how long that intermission is. It could be short, it could be long. But I want to center the next section of the game in its own little stream, because I cannot emphasize enough exactly how important the coming scenes really are for establishing the rest of the game. So that's why I'm doing this all now, because this is all side stuff that it's cute, we gotta do this for completion's sake and whatnot, but for story's sake, they really don't really do much. I mean, yes, they're flavor context, they add more understanding to the game, but the next big scenes really establish the rest of this game and the path that Class 7 as a whole takes. So I want to put as much emphasis on that and let it be its own part. And I didn't mean to do it with these last two chapters. Well, okay, this chapter in specific, yeah, I kind of chose to do it, even though it's fairly long and it's going longer and longer and longer. And I am honestly at my end, my wit's end here. I'm kind of really tired. I'm sore. I have been sitting in a very uncomfortable position, and no matter how much I shift now, it doesn't seem to alleviate the pain. But I am determined because I really, 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 really want to get through this next little tiny bit, because it's not much, it's just a bunch of freaking talking. I could, by all means, just skip the text, but I know there are some people who might want to read what's actually being said. If not, I apologize. Like I said, you can always rewind and just mute me up. Are you a part of this? No. I mean, you are someone I could talk to, but you're not somebody I need to talk. I need to go in here next, because Emma's here. Actually, while I'm in here, Gerald. Who is Gerald? Are you Gerald? No. Oh, thank you for pointing out who Gerald is. Just another fishing quest. Not really big to deal. Basically, the idea of this quest is that Annabelle, who's the fishing lady who's been living around here, she's somewhere in Ymir Valley and they don't know where she went. They haven't heard anything from her. So essentially they want us to go check in on her, because apparently there's a fish out there that's really rare that she had to get. But going back to what I was talking about initially, like I said, the intermission is, from what I'm seeing here, is I'd say it's just about halfway through. I mean, there's a couple more chapters. I don't want to see how many, because I don't want to have people like count down and say, oh, we're close to the end or shit like that. I would say we're actually, the more I look at it, looks a little more than above halfway. But this is the end, this little thing that we're doing now, this is the end of Act 1. Act 1, as you may have already surmised, was essentially getting all of our classmates all together. Oh yeah, I probably have to do that in my off time too. Sorry, I'm reading stuff from the guide here. Now, I'm curious for everyone who has played this game, or even those who are here who have watched it. They did ask me not that long ago, what scene was the most impactful to you in terms of seeing the characters? As I've said, Sarah and Gaius's were possibly the most impactful for me. Gaius because he came in on a freaking horse. And he did his badassery of like, I'm gonna stab these guys and get you away from my friends. And Sarah worked much the same way, only she didn't... That's not how you knit. Sorry. She hopped in, but she was a badass in her own right. And I really liked that. I mean, it was cute to see how the others all reacted when they first saw him, but out of all of them, it's arguably the best between Sarah and Gaius. That is not knitting. Not what she is doing. I have knitted before. That is straight up not knitting. That is just shoving sticks back and forth. That is not crocheting either. I have knitted. What this woman is doing is not knitting. That is like poking each other, poking the sticks together to make it look like it's knitting. And then again, it is an intricate process, so yeah, I guess it has to. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that conversation there. I am losing my mind. This is the longest stream. We are, for those of you who are like watching this through the cut up edited version, we are 5 hours and a half hour, holy moly, already in today's stream, and arguably you could say that is the longest, but I am so goddamn determined. There's also another character besides Crow and some others that really interests me, and it's actually Vita. I love Vita's design, but I also really like who she is as a character. Because I could actually say to this day, despite playing the games, I'm still confused as to what the fuck her whole purpose was. That's not a bad thing per se, but I still scratch my head and say, so what was the point of all of this again? What were you trying to accomplish by pulling this stunt? I learned how to knit a scarf in a day. I'm self-taught too. If I get really interested in something, I will bash my head against the wall until I can get it done. That includes knitting. That's just how I've always been. Is it the best form of practice? No, by no means. But you know, I'll still do it. A cute little scarf for a little kitty cat. Alright, we got 3 more, but technically only 2. Alright, so Emma's done, Laura's done, Milliam's done, Fia's done. We need Alyssa and we need Sharon. Alyssa, she's in the manor. So let's go get her. Where the fuck are you? Is she in here? What are you doing in Dad's office? Oh. Oh, I was gonna say, what the fuck you doing in here? There's no tools. That's a gun. Who are you planning on shooting? And I know I didn't talk much about them, but I'm fairly interested to see how Toa and George and Angelica are faring. Especially Angelica, because her family is also one of the 4 great houses. Of course she couldn't deny it. She did all of that just to rebel against her mother, to say, I have worth. Which seems to be another common theme in these games. Why do some of the parents have to be actual jerkwads? That's right, I forgot. She's supposed to inherit the company. For some reason, that fact keeps slipping my mind because it just doesn't seem something like Alyssa would do. But she definitely does throw a wrench in. The pretty girl can't do mechanical or dirty jobs. I think I appreciate her for that fact alone. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty working on bikes and other stuff like that. You made a bunny out of snow? Wait. I see why the guy's like, you need to have these two together. Childhood friends! You shouldn't have been joking. You'd be surprised what happens. We're almost done, we're almost done, we're almost done, we're almost done. Got one more character. That would be Sharon, and she is in the goods store here. Where the fuck are you? And she will be the last one. And then after that, all that's really left is to go into Ymir Valley take on the new enemy, and deal with Annabelle. And then that will be it. And we're going to be speeding through those two because, like I said, this is long as already, and I am tired. This is what I get for trying to be determined to just shoot this whole thing in the foot so I don't have to do it later. What did you do, Rean? Please tell me he didn't cut himself. He fucking did. Oh, Jesus. Oh! Oh, Jesus, Sharon. Sharon. Sharon, please. Oh, my lord. Great. As if the whole debacle with Sarah wasn't bad enough. Now I've got a maid stuck in my finger. And yes, I know exactly how that sounds out loud. Almost done. I'm almost there. Oh my gosh. I love this game, don't get me wrong. And I shouldn't be rushing through it. Okay. That talk is done. Alright, those talks are done. Next up is Ymir Valley. Let's go. Fee, Laura, Emma, Toval, why don't you come along? And then, sure, we'll take you. Firm. Okay.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
Oh, you must be the new enemy.
We have the advantage here.
Giant, weird-looking penguin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Need this.
It's my turn.
Let's move.
My turn.
Leave this to me. You still have a lot of training to.
I think I've gotten you, but I want to make sure.
My turn.
Yeah, I've gotten all of you.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Okay. Okay. Wait, is it in the next bit? It must be, because I don't see her name here. So, I've gotten you. Oh, Annabelle! Okay, so you are the last thing to do, Annabelle. What the fuck? It's not letting me fish. But you know what, I'll do this anyway. Sure, I'll take that. No, I'll take one of these. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, awesome on the first try. Unless that's a normal occurrence, and I just don't know that, but thank God it's not gonna be longer than that.
Not what I had in mind.
The Blue Devil. Oh. Oh my. Annabelle, that's not something you should be overjoyed by. Are you serious, Annabelle? Oh my God, you're as ditzy as the rest of them. Okay, so.
Got you.
Onward! Now's our chance!
I'll back you up. Here I go.
Too slow!
Here I go. Now! Now, see?
Yeah. My turn.
Got you. My turn. Now's our chance. Now, see?
Rush.
Roger.
Leave this place!
Awesome.
We should keep going.
Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, we're gonna run back to our little room because let's see. I don't need to do the snowboard. I've done the mystery quest. All right, so all that's really left is to go back to the manor and just save right in front of my room. Or actually, you know what? I'll do it from here. That way I know I did everything I needed to do. Okay, well then. That was a very long and productive stream. We have completed the very last act before the intermission.